What's up, guys? Welcome back to Extra Time with Halle and Ellie, a podcast designed for elite women soccer players and coaches to share their journey in the soccer world.
I'm Halle Dixon.
And I'm Ellie Walbrick. Today, we are so excited because we're joined by someone whose soccer journey really inspires and shows that there's no right path. We actually share the field, the locker room, and grind every day with her, and we're just so pumped to have her on to share her journey.
She's a goalkeeper for the BYU women's soccer team, a return missionary, and someone who stepped away from the game for a little bit and found her way back in a super powerful and very unique way.
So, Chelsea Peterson, welcome to Extra Time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you on. Obviously, your story's amazing. So can't wait to share your journey and kind of how you've gotten to Brigham Young. But first, how are you doing? How's spring season going?
Good, yeah. Just working.
Grinding.
Every day, just on it. No games yet, but at the end of the month. So we're excited for that.
Love it.
What's been the best part about spring so far, 1 month in?
I just think we're all in it, together, working together. I think in the fall, there's certainly, different roles people are filling and all that. But spring, I feel like we're all doing the same thing and no one's worried about what's my role or this or that. But we're just all working as hard as we can all together. So I think it's really good for the team.
For sure.
Right. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Let's break it down, hear a bit of your story. First, when did soccer for you, Chels, become a big part of your life, and how did you end up as a goalkeeper? Tell us how you got started.
Well, soccer, like every other little kid, I started playing when I was 4 or whatever with AYSO. Just little, but actually growing up, soccer was one of my least favorite sports. I did not enjoy it. I know.
Why?
That fits in.
I just didn't find it very intriguing. And then I discovered goalkeeping, and then that was the funnest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And so soccer was definitely an acquired taste, but goalkeeping was I've never done anything more satisfying or more fun besides being missionary. So, but and then yeah, just soccer full go after that.
And you grew up in Utah your whole life?
Yeah, I'm from Orem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, me and Chels, we've known each other since way back then, soccer world, Utah world. We trained together with James, but I feel like growing up in Utah and playing at such a high level with Celtic and kind of going through that, when did you realize college soccer was actually a realistic goal for you and you wanted to do it?
I think, I don't know if you guys have had this, but I think growing up, there's a point where you're you can't really gauge how good you are. You're am I good, or am I Utah good or Orem good, or how good am I? And so I think there's definitely an age, probably 8th grade, 7th grade, and I was wait, I'm we can do this. And so I think that definitely raised my vision and my sights of my goals and stuff. I mean, I was working hard and having fun, but there was that point where it became a lot more my life and what I want to do and pursue and stuff. So
you went to Timview,
I went to Orem.
Why did I think Timview?
Same thing. All good. All good.
Vicinity. How did you feel that shaped you, as a soccer player? Did you think high school helped you? Kind of your take on it.
Yeah, I think high school soccer, I mean, I graduated in 2019, so I know the landscape of the soccer world has changed so much.
She's ancient.
I know. Granny. Fun story real quick. We call Chelsea grandma on the team because she's
Me and Chelsea are 6 years apart, and we're teammates.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So, but no, I know the soccer scene's changed so much since then. So I can't speak for high school soccer now. But I went to Orem High. I did play high school. I didn't just do club year round, and it was so good for me. As a goalkeeper, we were not a good team, and so I had a ton of shots. And I mean, as a 14-year-old, I was organizing back lines that were not organized and were not put together. And it's I think playing high school really did make a difference in my organization communication, because I just had to just explain step by step. Awesome team, awesome girls, but it just wasn't we were championship contenders, or senior year we were, but it was super fundamental for me because the other 10 months of the year, 9 months of the year, I was playing for one of the best clubs in the country. And so it gave me experiences as a goalkeeper I wouldn't get otherwise. So I'm super grateful to play high school. It taught me a lot of things.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about your recruiting process. You started out your college career at the University of Utah. In the Pac-12. What was that? Talk to us about that transition from high school to playing Division I college soccer at the U.
Yeah, it was good. It was exciting times to be at Utah. Pac-12 soccer back when rip the Pac. Ellie knows the Pac went down hard.
For 1 year. For 1 year, I knew.
But it was such a good soccer conference. It was so fun. Every game was just so demanding, especially as a goalkeeper. These forwards I was playing against were just like the best in the world, like genuinely.
You were playing against Kat Macario.
Yeah, and Mia Fischel and Croy Bethune, Tara McKeown. I mean,
all national team.
Literally
some
the whole
monsters
national team
there.
right now.
Yeah. So if you didn't learn it fast, like if you didn't learn it, you're gonna learn it very fast in those situations with those players. So, yeah, it was fantastic experience. I think the transition from club to college, so I think taxing, but I think it's taxing for everyone. Just the adjustment speed of play and like the demands. And I think soccer growing up, it's like, yeah, it's what we do, it's who we are. But then you get to college and you live with your teammates. You pretty much, I mean, college sports is a job these days, right? And so it's like you work along the same side people. Like you work, like everything you do is for soccer. I do class so I can go to practice. I do that, so everything is just all for that. And I think it's a big shift, but yeah, I loved my time at Utah. Learned a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you were freaking goated back then with your headband at Utah. I remember that for sure.
We gotta like insert that photo right here.
I know. When I came back, I was like, "Do I whip the headband out?" I said, "I think I've outgrown it."
Chelsea, it was a trademark. It was a trademark.
I know.
I say we bring it back 2026 season. Chelsea has
Like,
one.
If I find a Nike headband in my locker tomorrow, it's a sign.
We're telling Nancy.
No, literally. As a goalkeeper, I feel like you're always under pressure constantly. So I feel like, how did you handle expectations early on, especially at Utah, being a starting keeper, going against the best forwards in the nation? Like, how did you handle those expectations, those pressures on yourself?
Yeah. I just think it's a blessing and a curse. Like I'm like so discontent in my progression. Like I just want more. I just want better and more of me and more of my teammates and my staff and everything. And so I think it's extremely helpful in improving myself. And I think the pressure of playing at high levels, like you guys know, I think it was harder at the beginning. I mean, I redshirted my freshman year and then started my redshirt freshman year and then my redshirt sophomore year. And like we're young, like I forget how young like our freshmen and sophomores are. And there's a lot, like especially BYU with like the attendance and everything and the coverage we get. There's a lot of eyes on us, and so managing that pressure, I just think relying on the pillars of my life that don't change, like the gospel, my family, like things that weren't soccer. I think it was really easy to let it be all consuming. And if I have one bad training, that ruins my whole day. And you're like, that's not, like it's a lot easier said that it's a lot easier said than done. But like, I think when I was younger, when I was 19, 20 playing, I think it was like all consuming. So like a loss just like tortured me, or a bad practice just tortured me. But then like a fantastic game or fantastic practice just like lifted me way up. So I think managing that now and keeping it more consistent, but also I had to experience those like super high and low emotions so I could kind of figure out like an equilibrium a little bit now.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that's like honestly, even like I feel like I'm learning that so much right now. Is like we talk about this as a team. Like you can't ride the highs and lows too much. You just got to stay like steady.
Stay level.
That's so good. Stay level in everything we do, even the press. But Chelsea, was there a moment at Utah that like you felt like changed you, either mentally, emotionally? Like, what was kind of that moment that was like pivotal for you into like the next step of your college career?
Yeah, I think well, for reference, like I came off a good season. My redshirt freshman year was a good season, and then my redshirt sophomore year was another good season. So 2 back-to-back seasons as a starter. I had good numbers and good, like, things were looking really good. I really enjoyed my time at Utah, but I also felt like it was time to go. I was there for 3 years, so it's not like I was just like, "One and done, I'm out of here." Like, I really appreciated everything
What
that
are you
staff
saying?
gave me.
What are you saying? One and done.
One and done. No. No. Uh, but no, like, I just learned a lot, but I was ready to move on, and, I felt super good about getting in the transfer portal. Goalkeeping's a little bit different because it's like, "Oh, you're good, we'll just, like, pick you up." It's like there has to be room for you on a roster. It's not like they can just, like, fit you in, you know? They can't just have, like, 6 goalkeepers because everyone's good. And so I, definitely took a risk there getting in the portal. When I was in the portal, I mean, praying about what I should do, trying to figure out the best thing for me, and then hit me like a ton of bricks to serve a mission when I was in the portal. And I was like, this could not have come at a worse time. I just said, sayonara, Utah. I don't want to come back here. And, and then I get, I just like, I've never been more prompted to do anything like that strongly in my life to go on a mission and with no place to land. And so that was like the biggest leap of faith I think I've ever was just to take this thing that I felt that God was making out of me and like this player that I could be a platform for like whatever he needed me to do, and then just to kind of be like, but he wants me to go on a mission and have no backup plan. So that's the show. And so I just went, and I was like, I like sometimes think about like how I even did that, and I'm like, how did I just like drop everything and just go like that? I just can't even comprehend, but I'm so grateful I did. It was like the most pivotal moment in my life.
Yeah, I
So
feel like that's part of like one of your most unique stories is like stepping away from soccer, obviously being a 2-time starter at Utah to serve a mission in Manchester. I mean, like like it feels like it's like hard to comprehend because I mean, I look at me and I'm like I could never do that, but it's so amazing that you did because you came back and you trusted God's plan. And I just feel like how hard do you think, like, obviously you said it was monumental, but how hard was it like to tell loved ones, to tell, like, how hard was that decision to tell people?
I don't feel like it was hard. I think that like communicating with people like that were close to me were like, yeah,
Go
you're gonna
for
be
it.
great. Like, I think my parents have been super good in that, and even the decision to come back and play, they've
Mm,
just been like, we trust you, and we trust your ability to feel the spirit and make decisions. And if you feel this strongly to do that, like, you better do it because that's from God. He's not just going to prompt you this strongly to do something and then just for you to not do it. Like that. What's
right.
the point of that? So I really like give a lot of like praise to my parents for that, for trusting me to trust the spirit and feel the spirit. So they were super supportive in like everything I've done, which is amazing.
Your parents are the best. Oh my gosh.
They are good.
We love them.
We love
So,
them. Shout out.
shout out Chelsea's parents. Um, did you like during that time, like, what was your plan post mission? Like, you got called to England. Obviously, that
Yeah.
was your focus, but did you worry
Right.
that that was gonna end your soccer career? Like, you were gonna be done? Like, what
I
was going through
mean,
your head?
yeah, like, but not really. I think it was honestly a blessing a little bit to not have soccer waiting for me when I came home. Cause it wasn't like I could be like, oh, but I'm getting ready for the season to start in 8 months. Or it's like, oh, it's just like, I'm doing this. This is what God wants me to do. I've never been so prompted to do anything in my life that strongly that if he wants me to stop playing soccer and do this, there's a reason. And if he wants me to play after, there's a reason. There's just like, when I say it, like, hit me so hard, it was like, I can't imagine doing anything else but this because I've never felt so strongly to do anything else. And so it was just kind of like a little bit of like we're just going to take life back to the drawing board when we get home because this is just like so blatant that I need to do this. And so whatever that looks like, it looks like. And the mission, like, I think brought so much joy to my life and opened my eyes up about like what life's about and how to follow Jesus and make it normal and cool and life bright because of him. And so I think it just changed my whole perspective. And so I said, if that's the point of me to not play soccer and focus on a mission and that's that, then that's worth it because it changed me so much.
Oh, that's literally so awesome. I have chills.
Oh,
Thanks,
you are
guys.
so good.
Thanks.
You are so good.
Love you so much.
Chill.
Okay, so you come home from your mission. You decide, I'm going to step away from soccer. I'm going to go to BYU as a student. Take us to the moment you were contacted about joining the BYU women's soccer team. What was going through your head? What was the story? Break us down on that, because I feel like a lot of people don't know this.
Yeah. So, do you want like the there's the concussion
Like,
angle.
happy
You want that
market.
angle too?
Yeah,
You want
tell
or-
him.
okay.
Give us everything.
Oh, I came home from my mission, got back in the portal, because where else would I be? And and talking to schools and all the things. Again, I had no school to fall back on, so it's not like I could go back to Utah and get all everything. And so I was just going to the doctor. I had another concussion on my mission. Goalkeepers get a lot of concussions. It's just the way it goes. And that concussion it was super light, but I had a lot of lasting effects. And it was like barely a bonk on the head. No one even in the room would even know I would have gotten a concussion from it. It was just so soft. And so that raised a lot of red flags about concussions and my brain health. And so I was just visiting the specialists and stuff before even really pursuing playing again. I'm like, I don't want to be dumb and I couldn't go back to Utah and be like, hey, am I healthy? Should I medically retire? You know what I mean? I had no place to tell me yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had doctors say, yeah, you're fine. I had some doctors say absolutely not, time to be done. And I was like, great. So no one's going to make this decision for me because I'm not I don't play for a program. Yeah. It's it's not like a trainer can just be like, oh, well, the doctor said no. And so again, I took it back to the drawing board with God and I was like, what are we going to do? And, it just, again, I was talking to schools and had opportunities for me. And then it's just so funny talking about this story, how crazy this all is. But I had opportunities waiting for me at other schools, but I just had to come to BYU. The second strongest prompting in my not to play soccer.
Okay.
Probably the second strongest prompt in my life was to come to BYU and study exercise science. Just so blatant. Could have gone to other schools, and I was like, fine, I'll go to the school that, whatever about, I love. I'm just saying, I was at Utah for 3 years, okay? Love me. But no, I was like, you know what? I'll do it because obviously God's trying to make something better out of my life than I am. It was just the whole thing from the mission and stuff. And so I was like, you know what? We're just going to do it. And so I was at school I came home from my mission and was training hard because I was in the portal talking to schools and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm staying home. I'm staying here. I'm from Orem. I'm just going to go to BYU. I'm going to finish up. And then, so I was, fit, moving, running, lifting, but coaching kids. I was coaching goalkeepers who are high school age. So goalkeepers who are the incoming freshmen's age. I was coaching players that age. It's just madness. But, yeah. And then in August, I get a text from Steve Magleby, who was my club coach growing up. And I think the world of Steve. And he's like, are you still at BYU? And this was August 1st or July 31st, fall camp, first day of fall camp. And I just started laughing. I was with Tara and Zoe and who was I was with a bunch of ex-players. And I didn't tell them then because I was like, what on earth is Steve doing? And yeah, he just was like, well, we need another goalkeeper. Want to lace up? And I was like, I don't even...
What?
I haven't played soccer in 3 years. What do you mean? Just show up tomorrow in fall camp? 2 days? Just rock up? Or what? So,
let's go, Grandma. Let's go.
Real. So I just I again prayed about it, felt good about it, said why not? And so, yeah, jumped back in.
It literally gets crazier and crazier as the story goes on.
Yeah, we're not even to the best part
We're not
yet.
even there yet. Yeah.
We're not even there. Okay, so you come in. I just remember you showing up in the locker room, and I was like, because the coaches hadn't told us anything yet, and I was like, who's that? And I didn't know who you were.
Hi.
I was like, I don't think she knows this is the soccer locker room. This is some random student.
Who's this weirdo in our locker room?
Who's this old woman here?
That's genuinely what I thought. And then you were in the training room, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I think she's with us. And then we started talking. I was like, oh, and then I connected the dots and remembered the conversation. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, she's playing with us. Sweet. So you joined fall camp. you're practicing, you're getting to know the team. How was that? Like the first month of training again?
I mean, Ellie's a
Last
transfer,
fall.
so I guess like she gets the idea. But like it was like, coming in how like your class you came in with. You visited with them, like you went on your official visit with them, like you knew
people.
that people. Like, yeah, I like know the staff well, and like a lot of my friends are all graduated now. But just because the mission and stuff delayed my graduation in school and stuff. But like I think the only people I knew on the team was like Ellie. I'm like, I don't know anyone here. Just because we trained together when we were like 15. Like it was it was like crazy. So yeah, like it was an adjustment, but I think it was fun and fine. I think it was just really unique to come in so late and just like try making an impact. I think it was also unique because I served my mission on purpose to miss 2 seasons. A lot of like athletes serve to miss 1 season. I purposely missed 2 so I could come back in a spring and get integrated with the whole team to start for a fall. So I just get goalkeeping enough. You don't just like hop in and be like, great, let's just go. You're the girl. It's like you have to push through and like figure out the system and everything. So I got that. And so definitely just trying to get in. Like I couldn't remember names of girls on the team. I had to memorize I had to remember cleat colors. I had to remember cleat colors for girls' names the first month because I couldn't
What color
remember
are my
like
cleats?
black.
Okay, good.
But like some girls I just couldn't remember. So I was like, well, she wears pink cleats. Okay, then that's so anyways, but it was a unique experience coming in that late. But
And
it
she
was
fit
good.
in. She fit in just perfect. Like came in, made
And
it.
we're all best friends now.
Look at
Literally.
us.
Okay.
Look at us.
Let's talk about when Peyton sadly went down in the Utah game. We were all there. From your perspective, what was going through your head when you realized, hey, Chelsea, you're going in?
I just think, I think that's one thing returning to the game. There's not a lot going through my head. Honestly, like that sounds like, but really, like there's so much
That's
less
maturity
thought,
right there.
and so much it is, and I just think less. No, there's just so much less nerves and thought about like, oh, how's this gonna work? How's this? My whole thought process, like every day, is I have done this thousands, if not millions of times. Like, why can't I do it today and do it today better than I did yesterday?
Love it.
And so Utah, of course, my first, I guess I had some minutes at versus Colorado, but like, yeah, playing a good amount of the game there, like a little bit of the first half, and then all the second half, and then just like at Utah in Salt Lake, my home field for 3 years, and then shutting them out to clinch the Big 12 berth. As just like I thought that right there was the movie, But and then the movie just kept going.
It kept going.
So, but no, it was surreal, honestly, being back in Salt Lake and playing, and yeah.
Awesome. So, your first opportunities, like we just talked about, came in extremely high pressure situations. Like that Utah game, we had to win. We had to win to keep our season alive. And you were a very integral part in that, integral part in stepping into the Big 12 tournament, NCAA tournament. How, like, you said you don't get nervous, but like, what's your mindset during those games, during those big moments, during those big games?
Yeah, I just really think that it's like I've done this so much. And I think we all have, and that's not like me trying to sound like I'm just like so much better and just like so aged and just mature, but it's like I think that's just how I like talk myself out of nerves. I'm just like I'm gonna catch a ball today 100 times, and I will do that tomorrow, and I'll do that the next day, whatever the scenario is. If that's a warm up, or if that's a training with like a private coach, or if that's with our team, or if that's the national championship, like I'm still gonna catch the same ball. I'm still gonna pass the same pass. Like these are all the same things, and so yeah, like the TCU game, I think it very could have like what were they like 4th in the nation at the time or something like that.
Right.
I think like very quickly I could have been like, this is my first start in 3 years. Like this is like, whoa. This is the Big 12 tournament. And I just was like, now we're just going to go do it. Like, this is what we do. Like I did this at training yesterday. We're going to do it today, So
I love it.
That's what we love.
That's bars, straight bars, Chelsea.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, well, since we're talking about TCU, let's talk about the infamous PK shootout where your mind goes somewhere else. How are you feeling in the moment of the PK shootout? Talk us
Like all of
through
them or TCU or
just TCU first off.
I think I just laughed. I looked at Steve because Steve I played with Steve for
She
a long
laughed.
time.
She
I
laughed, she
laughed.
wasn't
That
even
was my
nervous.
first thing. Yeah, no, I think Steve, I just give so much of everything. I would have quit soccer a long time ago if it wasn't for Steve. It's just stuff like that. And so I just look at Steve and I was like, here we go. And he's like, you got it. And I was like, yeah, we good. So no, it was fun. And the shooter, like PKs give goalkeepers all the glory or all the loss, really, but like all the blame, yeah. And but it's not accurate. Like the shooters are the ones doing the work. Like my job is really statistically, I'm supposed to save 1 out of 5 PKs. I
And
think
how many did you save?
TCU they missed 2, so whatever.
Yeah, they still count as saves.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
I mean, if they're missing, that's not my business. But but like it's just, I mean, everyone's like, oh my gosh, there's so much stress and pressure. There's really not for me. The shooters are the ones that need to finish. I'm supposed to save 1 out of 5, and then I'm the hero. Then they pick me up and put me on their shoulders. I'm like, that's so backwards, but whatever. So
She said it so backwards.
it
I
is
mean,
though. So it's
speaking
chill.
from personal experience, like after the Utah State PKs, like I would literally have laid down my life for you. So
have too. Like I want
yeah,
to still because of that game.
I still do.
'cause
That game still haunts me, even
there
though we
was
won. But
plenty of moments I was like,
Ooh!
dang, is this how we're gonna go out? Dang. And then Chelsea Peterson comes alive and bam, bam, bam. We
like
win.
literally 7 times. Not even exaggerating. Oh
It's so
my
good.
gosh. Okay, Chelsea, you're definitely the oldest on the team. You've had a lot of experience. You played at you played at 2 different universities. You've been on a mission. You have some wisdom. You're a leader. Everyone looks to you for advice and for guidance. How do you approach leadership with our team, especially as a keeper? Your
Yeah.
voice, everything you do. What's your leadership style?
Oh, I mean, I prefer to keep my mouth shut, but like at the same
No,
time,
you're like the loudest person
She's gonna be the
ever.
loudest person on the team.
well,
I don't know
no,
what
but
she's
not
like
like
that.
not like socially, you know what I mean? Like on the field, you got to talk, you got to lead, you got to do all that, but like if I really need to tell somebody that I'm a leader, like am I a leader? You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
I need to tell them like, "Oh, like guys, let's do this and this." And I'm like that there's always a spot for that. I've just never kind of fallen into like the vocal leader. I'm just more like, and it's like important we need it, but like I've just always been like I'm gonna just set the standard for work and excellence, and like if everybody wants to meet that, that's great. And if they don't, okay. But and then like obviously on the field, like goalkeeping, it's like the linebacker in football. It's like you see the whole defensive movement and you're calling all the shots, and it's like you just gotta be so loud and on top of it. And I mean, finding the perfect balance of like encouragement and communication and also correction, because I'm staring at 4 players and the 6 in front of me that need help and they need my voice, and then withdrawn's guy or the midfielders come back, and it's just like there's a lot of people that need a lot of talk, and so I like to that's a big part of my game, I think, and just leading on the field. And I think I was just having a conversation with the staff the other day about like the communication on the field. I think I came into the season at a strange time, but I just know from enough coaches and programs and teammates that if we can trust each other tactically, if you trust my brain and I trust your brain that we're going to make good decisions on the field, like
Game over.
we're already friends. It's a lock. Everything else can come after that. So
I love that.
I don't know.
Beast.
Looking back towards season, obviously there was a lot of good favorite moments. What was your favorite moment of the season and how fulfilled were you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, PKs are such like showboat moments. You know what I mean? Like you just like they're just like all the lights, everyone's amped up. But it's like I think
It'll be a movie.
honestly, the most fulfilling was probably the Kansas game. I think shutting out a team that we got pummeled by in the season, and I mean they had some good shots, put me in some good situations to make good saves, and keep them out.
We
And
gotta like
Ellie's
insert those like highlight clips right there. Ellie's
Insert
goal and like
highlight.
Chelsea's like 20
Ellie's
saves.
crazy shot, and just like I just think the grit of it all, being in a championship scenario, like I think that's and yeah, of course, like winning a tournament championship is big, but like I just think the game we played was just so gritty, and I was super stoked with that performance. So
And shout out defensive MVP. Can we get a 3 clap?
And
MVP,
not
baby.
to mention
And offensive-
overall. Okay, we have our offensive MVP, our defensive MVP, and then Chelsea's our overall team MVP this year. So I'm on a podcast with legends right now. I feel grateful. Okay. We call this our rapid five. You're our first
okay,
what's it called? Our first.
And it's rapid 5 for a reason.
Guest.
First thing that comes to your head, you're
yeah,
hitting
your
out.
first guess. Thanks,
My word.
Chels.
Oh my word. Oh my word. They try to media train me, They try to media train me, but I'm not media trained now.
We still need some work on that, maybe. Okay,
Okay.
here we go. I think I know this one, but penalty kicks, love or hate them.
Love.
Okay. One pregame ritual you always do.
Almost like threw them all out. Because I was just like, we just go and play soccer, Probably take ibuprofen.
Shout out Advil.
Cheers.
Sponsor us.
Shout out Diana for that one.
Yeah, real. Do my rehab. I don't know.
Literally.
Roll out.
Okay.
Roll out.
Favorite save you've ever made. Pick one moment.
I know this is rapid. I'm just filing through so many
Let's
years.
go.
There's just so many to choose from.
Ooh, that corner. This Baylor, the corner where she headed it, and I popped it out.
That was nice.
That was fun.
The one-hander?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one-hander?
that was fun.
Yeah, that was
That was fun.
fine. That was fine. Okay, if you weren't playing soccer, what would you be doing?
Skier. Pro skier.
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
Okay, if you had to switch positions for one game, where are you playing?
My word. Center back.
Really?
Oh, that's interesting. I did not see that.
Why?
Well, me
Elaborate on
neither.
this one.
I would have.
Elaborate on this one.
Because I feel like it's like the closest as a goalkeeper, like figuring things out in the back. But I don't know, guys. I told you, soccer's not my first love. It was definitely acquired taste, so probably none of them.
Honestly, I feel like center back. Like you're not a wing. You're a central player.
I'm low-key thinking 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch me cook.
Win the ball out of the air.
You're like telling people where to go.
Bossing people around.
Scrappy defender. Yeah. I could say 6.
Okay, 6. Never mind, 6. I'll play the 6.
Okay, well,
sorry, we just chose for you.
Yeah,
I'll play the 6. No, yeah.
Center back.
I'm gonna
Too
text
easy to
Jen.
score
Hi,
on.
I'm playing the 6 now.
Okay, wait. I have one more final question, Chels. If you're such an inspiration, a role model to so many young girls, what would, to them that's listening, what would you tell them? What's your advice with your crazy journey, what you've experienced? What do you want the world to know?
I think, well, thanks, first of all. Hopefully I can influence one person.
You've influenced me.
Me too, so that's 2.
Hey, well, you guys have influenced me, so. But I just think to follow the spirit, and you're like so many times that I thought it was a wrong road, or the road was ending, or this or that or the other, or a hard time in my, not even related to soccer, but just a hard time in my life, like just trusting that the Lord like is so mindful and aware. He knows, and that he's not going to just like let you suffer, but like things will be for your gain. And like, yeah, you'll have losses and hard times, but like when you follow the spirit, like there's no permanent losses. Like it'll all work out. And if it's not working out now yet, it's like we're not in the end yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You're so good.
Chels. I love you.
Wow.
Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, well, Chels, we appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your story, your journey. Just so proud to be your teammate. And it's just a great reminder that everyone's path and plan is different. And you're a great person to look up to because of it.
Thanks, guys.
Just echo what Ellie said. We're so grateful for you. Thanks for joining us today and trusting us
Thanks for
with your
having me.
journey, telling your story. You're
And
such
first
a
official
stud.
guest on Extra Time, too.
Woo! First one!
Yeah. Woo! Let's get this trending.
Literally. Well, everyone, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube through the Daily Universe Sports. Follow follow me and Halle. I'm at Ellie Walbrook. Halle's at
Dixon, and we'll be back next week. And
we'll see you both
see you an
next
extra time.